Welcome to the RTO Superhero Podcast with me, Angela Connell-Richards, where we'll explore the complexities of compliance and how to ensure business success within your RTO. This podcast is for anyone within the training industry who wants to learn from my experience as an RTO consultant, RTO manager, trainer and assessor, and entrepreneur, as well as the experience of other experts in this field. Listen in and let us help you become the RTO superhero you want to be. Welcome to the RTO Superhero Podcast, where we explore the latest and most exciting trends and innovations in the vocational education and training sector. This podcast is specifically designed for education professionals who are looking for cutting-edge ways to design and develop high-quality assessment tools that accurately measure student competency. In this episode, I will be covering AI-powered assessment tools, the game changer in adult education. Let's begin with what is AI and how to use this technology in the education sector. AI, also known as artificial intelligence, is a rapidly growing field that has the potential to transform the way we teach and learn in the education sector. AI can be used to create innovative and personalised learning experiences that adapt to each student's needs, abilities, and preferences. One way that AI is being used in the education sector is through the development of AI-powered assessment tools. These tools use machine learning algorithms and natural language processes and techniques to create assessments that are reliable, valid, and consistent. ChatGPT is a cutting-edge AI-based tool that can be used to generate assessment prompts quickly and easily. ChatGPT uses advanced natural language processing techniques to understand the meaning and text of the text and generate responses that are contextually appropriate. In the education sector, ChatGPT can be used to help educators create high-quality assessments that accurately measure student competency by analysing the relevant unit of competency or qualification and identifying the knowledge, skills and abilities that students are expected to demonstrate. ChatGPT can generate assessment prompts that are clear, concise and aligned with the learning outcomes. Part 1. Introduction to AI assessment tools. AI-powered tools can be used to create assessment tools that meet the requirements of the unit of competency and industry needs by analysing the learning outcomes and aligning assessment prompts with the performance criteria and assessment conditions specified in the unit of competency. AI-powered tools use machine learning algorithms and natural language processing techniques to analyse the relevant unit of competency and identify the knowledge, skills and abilities that students are expected to demonstrate. Once the learning outcomes have been identified, AI-powered assessment tools can be used to generate assessment prompts that are clear, concise and aligned with the learning outcomes. These prompts can be personalised to each student's learner's needs and adapted to each student's abilities and preferences. By aligning assessment prompts with the performance criteria and assessment conditions specified within the unit, AI-powered assessment tools can ensure that assessments are relevant and aligned with the industry standards. In addition, AI-powered assessment tools can help ensure that assessments are fair, valid, and reliable by analysing assessment prompts and identifying any potential bias or inconsistencies. This can help to ensure that assessments are objective and accurate, and that they accurately measure student competency. Overall, AI-powered assessment tools can be a game changer in the development of high-quality assessment tools that meet the requirements of the unit of competency and industry needs. Part 2. The 5 key steps to using AI for writing assessment tools. Creating high-quality assessments using AI requires a structured approach. In this section, we will cover the 5 steps to using AI for writing assessment tools in the vet sector. These steps cover keywords such as assessment development, competency-based assessment, performance criteria, rules of evidence, principles of assessment, validity, reliability, and assessment conditions. Step 1. Identify the learning outcomes. The first step is to identify the learning outcomes by analysing the relevant unit of competency and identifying the knowledge, skills, and abilities that students are expected to demonstrate. Step 2. Create the assessment prompts. The second step is to create the assessment prompts that are clear, concise, and aligned with the learning outcomes. AI can be used to generate a variety of assessment prompts quickly and easily, saving time and resources. Step 3. Align with the rules of evidence and principles of assessment. The third step is to align the assessment prompts with the rules of evidence and principles of assessment. This step ensures that assessments are fair, valid, and reliable. AI can be used to analyse assessment prompts and identify any potential bias or inconsistencies, ensuring that assessments are objective and accurate. Step 4. Incorporate the performance criteria and assessment conditions. The fourth step is to incorporate the performance criteria and assessment conditions. This step ensures that the assessments are relevant and aligned with industry standards. AI can be used to analyse the performance criteria and assessment conditions and generate assessment prompts that accurately measure student competency. Step 5. Review and edit. The final step is to review and edit the assessment tool to ensure that they meet the requirements of the training package and align with the performance criteria. This step involves reviewing the assessment methods and conditions, providing specific instructions for completing the assessment, and ensuring that the assessment is clear and concise and aligned with the learning outcomes. You may note that AI cannot create your assessment tool in full. It still requires the user to have an understanding of their industry sector and the training product. However, it will save you a lot of time and money. Part 3. How to use ChatGPT to create assessment tasks. To use ChatGPT to create assessment tasks, education professionals can begin by first identifying the unit of competency that they wish to create an assessment for. Once this has been identified, the educator can input the relevant learning outcomes into ChatGPT. This allows the AI-powered tool to generate assessment prompts that are tailored to the specific competencies that needs to be assessed. The educator can then review the generated prompts, edit them to ensure that they are clear and concise, and align them with the performance criteria and assessment conditions outlined within the unit. This step is crucial to ensuring that the assessment tasks accurately measure student competency and are valid and reliable. ChatGPT can also be used to generate multiple choice questions, short answer questions, and case study scenarios. This variety of assessment options allows for educators to create a diverse range of assessments that are aligned with the learning outcomes of the unit of competency. Additionally, ChatGPT can be used to generate assessments quickly and effectively, saving educators time and resources in the assessment development process. It's important to note that while ChatGPT can be a useful tool in the assessment development process, it is not a replacement for an educator's expertise and knowledge in designing assessments that are accurately measuring student competency. Educators should still review and refine the assessment tasks generated by ChatGPT to ensure that they meet the required standards and accurately assess the learning outcomes specified within the unit of competency. In conclusion, AI-powered assessment tools are the game changer in adult education, transforming the way we create assessments that accurately measure student competency. By following the 5 key steps to using AI for writing assessment tools, professionals and leaders within the vet sector can create high-quality assessments that are reliable, valid, and consistent. Using ChatGPT as a tool to generate assessment ideas can also save time and resources, allowing trainers and assessors to focus on delivering high-quality education. On a side note, I'd just like to let you know that the script that I wrote for this podcast, I used ChatGPT. I know, right? Amazing. Of course, I do need to know something about training and assessment in order to put the right prompts into the AI software. But it does make it much, much easier, particularly if you have a brain block, which I know I do often. So I highly recommend you get out there and try using this right now and look at assessment tools. It is a total game changer. It is totally going to change the way we deliver our training and assessment in the future. And one of the questions that I've been asked numerous times has been, well, students could use this. They could use this to write their assessments. Yeah, right, they can. So we need to make sure we embrace it and teach them how to use it properly. The other one was, this is going to put all of those assessment tool developers out of business. They're not going to have any work anymore. And I said, no, a smart person who develops assessment tools would use ChatGPT or AI software to write their assessment tools. Get on the bus, join us. It is amazing. You just wait until you start using it. It's just incredible. I did a training session on assessment validation the other day, and I showed our students what we were doing in ChatGPT, and they were absolutely astounded. So if you'd like to know more, we've actually got a link in the show notes for some training that you can undertake on how to use ChatGPT to help your education sector. Now, the people that are delivering that training are more focused on content marketing, but it's still relevant for anybody where you're just learning how to use that software. And we will also be delivering some training. I'm going to do a whole workshop on how to use AI technology for not only writing assessment tools, but for other areas within your RTO. So get onto our mailing list and find out more about our services, and also subscribe to our mail outs, because that's where we'll tell people about this new event that we're going to create. I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to deliver it. This is an area that I love working in, is learning new technology and then teaching other people how to use it. So it's going to be amazing. So thank you very much for listening to the RTO Superhero Podcast. In the next episode, we will be covering funding your success, strategies for accessing government funding for VET in Australia. Thanks for listening. Bye for now. Thank you for joining us at the RTO Superhero Podcast with me, Angela Connell-Richards. Please take a moment to rate and review the podcast on your preferred podcast app. Each rating and review helps me fulfill my goal of helping training organisations around Australia to learn and grow in compliance and business success.